I think that a good number of my Republican colleagues, for the first time, heard the entire arguments powerfully, succinctly, and completely. And I am hopeful that can begin to change minds. In addition, the American people many of the American people heard the arguments powerfully, completely, and succinctly. I don't see how any senator, Democrat or Republican, could sit on the floor and hear Adam Schiff and not demand witnesses and documents. There were so many powerful parts of his speech that demanded witnesses and documents. So many things. What did Mulvaney say before and after his speech? What made him rejected? What did Bolton really think? The documents right before the days of the 24th, 25th, and 26th, which we've requested, July. Very, very important. So I thought it was an amazing 2.5 hours, and I'm hopeful. Look, we have seen that the public pressure for a fair trial is having some effect. Yesterday, a good number of Republicans went to Leader McConnell and said, we need to improve the resolution. They didn't improve it on the main area, witnesses and documents, but they did improve it in a few other places. And I am hopeful, with speeches like Schiff and with the attention of the nation more focused on this issue now than it ever has been, that there will be continued pressure on many Republican members to ask for witnesses and documents. We will. They did, yes, last night. There was sort of a little, well, there was an amendment. They were saying all along, well, don't vote for them now. This is what the president's lawyers said. Don't vote for them now. We'll have a chance later. But there's not a assured chance later. We introduced an amendment that said there would be an assured chance to vote on witnesses and documents later. They rejected it. But if anything, that may put more pressure on people by the end of the week to vote for witnesses and documents. I'll take a few questions.
Can you go through what the Democratic strategy should be at this point, and whether or not you think that Jerry Nadler may have alienated some of those moderates who need to win?
The Chief Justice chastised both sides without naming anybody for rhetoric that he thought should be toned down. I was so impressed with the House manager's case. It was on the facts. It answered the questions. It talked about why we had witnesses and documents. The president's lawyers never answered the question of witnesses and documents. They talked about a lot of other things, did some finger pointing, but never answered the question. I think if you were a juror listening to both sides, you would have sided with the president's, the House managers, because the president's counsel didn't directly answer the question why we shouldn't have witnesses and documents.
Senator, do you think Jerry Nadler is right?
I've said what I'm going to say on that issue, okay? Any others on other subjects? I answered her question.
Senator,
yeah.
Sir, would you be open to, say, a witness trade for Hunter Biden?
No, I think that's off the table. First of all, the Republicans have the right to bring in any witness they want. They haven't wanted to, and that trade is not on the table.
What more do House managers have to say, do you think, to convince?
If House managers continue to do what they've done over the last 2 hours, I think that it will continue to make a powerful case. First step, witnesses and documents. Second step, we get a real fair trial, and who knows what happens once there's a real fair trial. If there's not a fair trial, if they just shut it down, any acquittal of President Trump will have little value.
You don't think there needs to be a change?
Republicans have shown no indication that they're changing their minds at all during this process. What makes you think Schiff's speech?
No, well, I don't think that's entirely accurate. They changed their minds on a couple of things McConnell put in the resolution. I think because the public wants a fair trial, and it may happen on witnesses and documents as we move through the week. That's what I hope. That's what I pray for the sake of the Republic. But I certainly think it's not out of the question. Thank you, everybody.
Republicans, though?